Say hey, girls. Say hey, girls. Yeah, those are my girls. Good girls. Yeah, them's good girls. Yes, they are. Good girls. Good evening. This is Granny Fisher, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world right now. This is January 5th. I'm a day late getting this video up because I was waiting to see what might happen, what might manifest in Washington, D.C. this week. Mayor Bowser has requested deployment of the National Guard unarmed to do traffic control and crowd control in Washington, D.C. while the Trump supporters are mobbing the city. I honestly think there are going to be 1 million or more up there, just judging from the crowds that are going from my little town in the south. This is a small town of 3,000 or 4,000 people. And I know of a church van that's taking some people up there. And there are a lot of individuals driving up in their private vehicles. Basically, what happened is Donald Trump requested that all of his supporters show up in Washington for a rally on the day that Congress is going to open the electoral votes. And at this time, there are probably over 100 representatives in the House of Representatives and about a dozen senators that plan to object to the electoral vote based on irregularities in the 2020 presidential election. This is Granny Fisher, and I welcome you to my channel. And today we're just going to talk about a few things that are going on right now. And it'll be fairly casual. But if you like the content of these videos, please click like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will try to get this uploaded over on library.tv as well. I've had a little bit of complications getting videos uploaded over there, but for now my main channel is here at YouTube under Granny Fisher. Okay, so January 6th is when the electoral votes are supposed to be opened in a joint session of Congress by Vice President Mike Pence. And if there are 2 objections to the electoral votes, then the 2 houses of Congress will separate, and House of Representatives go over here, Senate go over here, and they will debate for 2 hours what the objections are about, and then they will come back together and vote on whether those objections should be given credence or not. I'm not sure about all the details, but basically if there is enough support for objecting to the electoral vote due to irregularities, the people who are objecting want to set up a commission that will study the irregularities for 10 days and determine if a new election should be held. There are a lot of supporters of Donald Trump going up there. A lot of the Proud Boys are going to be there, and I believe they're planning on dressing in black so they won't show up, so they won't be noticeable. And I heard a rumor that the Antifas are going to be there dressed as MAGA supporters, so it could be very confusing. I did read today online that the chair of the Proud Boys was arrested as soon as he got to town on a misdemeanor offense for tearing down a sign at a black church in recent weeks that was put up by Black Lives Matter. And I think he figured it was payback for all the times they've torn up American flags and things like that. But they took the opportunity, the Washington, D.C. police took the opportunity to arrest him and get him out of the fray for the week. But anyway, today is Tuesday, January 5th, and tomorrow, Wednesday, January 6th, is when the big rally for Donald Trump is supposed to take place in Washington, D.C., even as the two houses, joint houses of Congress, are going to be considering the electoral votes. Nothing has completely been decided yet. Until the inauguration, nothing is decided. Nothing is definite, because there's so many irregularities, so many failings of the system in this election. There were videos of people pulling out ballots from under a table after they had sent the observers home, and counting them, running them through the ballot tally machine 2 or 3 times. There were 200,000 or more votes cast in Pennsylvania, more than the number of people that actually voted. There were so many irregularities in this election that I am concerned that if it is allowed to stand without investigation of the allegations, that we won't have an honest election in the future. We'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. There is I'm sure there'll be a lot of broadcasts of what goes on in Washington, but I know Pastor Joe Fox at Viking Preparedness is going to do a live stream of activities that he sees and videos that people send him or that he can access online. So you might want to check out his channel. He's on Patreon and YouTube. I'm not sure if he's going to publish on both sites. I know he'll have it at Patreon. I believe he's going to have it on YouTube as well. But you can check that out. I've also been following, sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. My throat was a little dry. I've also been following Timcast IRL on YouTube and BitChute and Library, and Luke Rudkowski, who does We Are Change. I think on Twitter he is Luke We Are Change, and he's also on YouTube. But these are some younger people, younger than me, that are looking at what's going on and commenting on it. They're generally conservative, but because they originally came from a liberal side of the tracks, they have kind of a different sort of viewpoint. On some things they're liberal, and on other things they're conservative. But you might want to check them out. I'll put links to all these down below so you can have a look. Another thing is, I've seen several different websites, several different videos, several different coincidental events that will take place at the end of March. Some of the benefits that have accompanied the COVID crisis are going to expire at the end of March. There are a lot of things going on about then, so kind of keep your eyes on the end of March, beginning of April, that something there might happen, possibly some civil unrest, or one of America's enemies might take advantage of the turmoil in the country at that time. So kind of keep your eyes open about the end of March, beginning of April. There's another link below for a YouTube channel that I've come to like and respect a lot, and that is the one dealing with the Great Depression. And can't remember the man's name. I'll have to put it on the link down below. But he is a young British man. And there's another link down below for Catherine Austin Fitts, an interview that was done with her. I have a lot of respect for her understanding, her knowledge, her experience in high levels of government. She used to be a deputy secretary of HUD, and she's got a lot of experience with with government and finance, and she's the publisher of the Solari Report, which I believe is a monthly publication. But anyway, check out the video below with Catherine Austin Fitz. She's a credible source for information about what's really going on in the world. And she talks about the Great Reset, the globalists, and what their plans are for us. I honestly believe America is the only thing standing in the way of the globalists finalizing their Great Reset, which they plan to have done by 2030. And we'll have a video hopefully next week about the Great Reset. I'm going to look into it a little further and give some more information about the Great Reset in that later video. Okay, and there's one other thing that I wanted to mention. Another video channel that I like to watch on YouTube was Cedar Creek Homestead. And the man that did Cedar Creek Homestead was named Howie, and he would do porch talk every Tuesday afternoon, talking about things that he remembers from his childhood growing up in Oklahoma, things that his grandmother did, said, and knew, experiences he had, farming, homesteading, all kinds of things like that. And he would give his opinion on the subjects we discuss on this channel. But about the 1st of December, he was diagnosed with COVID. He went in the hospital, ended up in the ICU, and right about New Year's, I believe on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, he passed away. And before he died, he was talking to his wife on the phone because she wasn't able to actually go in there where he was. And he told her, "I believe the Lord's calling me home." He was a good Christian man, an honest man, like man with courage and integrity, and he will be greatly missed. So if you are a praying person, say a prayer for Howie's family as they grieve his loss, and all the people that watched his YouTube channel who grieve as well. This is Granny Fisher, and I may do a YouTube special after January 6th, just looking at what happened. But if it's nothing spectacular, then maybe I'll just wait till next week, and I'll see you next time.